Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I go by the name of Box Truck Shorty. Today is a special day to me. Today is a very important day. Today is a day I've been waiting on for basically 19 months now. I didn't know how long it was going to take me, but today is July 7th, 2022, and I hit a major accomplishment today, a milestone in my career with logistics. With that being said, today is the day I actually hit $1 million gross with a box truck. Not one box truck, but of course, multiple box trucks. But anybody that's followed me know that I started off doing logistics in 2021, and I started with one box truck, and I made $2,000 that first week. I think I made $2,000 the first 2 or 3 weeks, and then the second or third week, I think I got a second truck, stuck a driver in there. Now, mind you, I never drove a truck before. I started off with a driver. Then I found about 2 or 3 weeks later, I think I got like a third truck. You can go through my Instagram and see the story. But however, I had 3 trucks for maybe, I think about 6 months. I think it took me 6 months to gross about $300,000, doing loads with a box truck. Then I eventually, I scaled up. I think after 6 months, I might have scaled up to 4 trucks. And then eventually 5th truck, 5 trucks, 6 trucks, 7, and then 8 trucks. I think around peak season, I had 8 trucks. Somewhere 7 or 8 trucks, I can't really remember. That was my first peak season. But I scaled up to 8 trucks, and then I scaled back down to 7 trucks, 6, 5, 4, and I kept 5, 4, 3, off and on throughout the year. When it slowed down, I scaled down to 3 trucks, especially in January, February. So today is this. I just want to, like all my videos on YouTube, is pretty much organic. I don't have no script or anything like that. I just talk off the top of my head. I just wanted to document it this day because it's a very special day to me. Not too many people that I know of, or I don't know of anybody. Y'all might know somebody, but I don't know of anybody that hit $1 million with box trucks with Amazon Relay. And I strictly do Amazon Relay. I'm doing it over the road. My drivers are home every day. No CDL. So with that being said, like I said, I just wanted to talk off the top of the head and talk about some trials and tribulations about how did I get started. Of course, I started off with a mentor in the game who showed me the game, who showed me how to get into the game. With that being said, I took that knowledge and ran with it. Then I started, consulting and asking and helping other people get into the game. Because I believe everybody should have the knowledge. And sometimes people ask me, why I don't do it for free. I don't do it for free because if you're good at something, you never do it for free. Free is only going to take you so far. So yeah, you can Google and YouTube all day long, but free is only going to take you so far. And that's why I come in with consulting. I come in with a package that's already proven that works. That's what my step-by-step starter pack guide and my step 2 guide and all the the services that I offer, and I'll get back to that later. But some of the trials and tribulations that I would say that would help me along the way to help me stay in logistics and keep my head afloat and be successful and allow me to be able to reach 1 million gross with box trucks is finding dedicated, good drivers. That's first and foremost. You got to find you some drivers. I know I do a lot of consultation, as y'all already know. A lot of people like to hire that cousin, that brother, that uncle, even whoever, that family member that's, not really working, not doing nothing, don't have good work ethics. That's not the person that you want to put in your truck to drive for you. That person's going to sink your truck, sink your business, sink everything. So you don't want somebody that can't keep a job, don't have work ethic, because somebody like a friend or a family member is not going to respect your business like a stranger. And that's just my personal opinion. I spoke to somebody before. It was a mother who started a business for her son, and her son pretty much tanked the business because he just didn't really take it seriously. And especially if you don't have nothing invested in it, like anytime you have some skin in the game, you have some money invested into something, you're going to respect it a little bit more than somebody that don't. So if somebody just has a business and all you got to do is jump in the truck and they got to get a check, that's all they're going to do is just get a check. They're not going to really respect that business as much. So of course, finding a good driver was key to me being able to be able to be successful and be able to stay in the game. Like I said, I've been doing this since January 2021, so I believe it's like 19 months that I've been in the game. Excuse me for the loud noise in the back. I'm outside in the balcony. I decided today to do it, and I wanted a pretty background because today is a huge milestone for me. So like I said, if you finding a good driver I believe is key in order to your business. Your whole business is based off the driver, especially if you're doing what I'm doing. If you driving a truck and it's your business, that's totally different. My business model allows people that want to drive the truck and for people that don't want to drive the truck as well. Another thing is of course, being on time. Time is of an essence with Amazon. Amazon is synonymous with being on time. Amazon is not like over the road. It's completely different. You don't have to, it's like people that do over the road hate Amazon, and people that do Amazon hate over the road. So it's like a give or take. So with that being said, Amazon is completely time-based. Like, if they tell you got to be there at 1:23 in the morning, you got to be there at 1:23 in the morning. You can't be late. So a lot of people hate Amazon. They talk a lot of crap about Amazon because they never learned the game of Amazon. If you don't learn how Amazon works, you will be out of business soon. If you don't know how to be on time, especially if you're the driver or you hiring a driver, if you don't know how to be on time, you're going to be out of business soon. A lot of people, like I said, they watch YouTube and they skip the money. They skip the learning part. Not to say that you got to pay me or you got to pay anybody, but information, paid information. That's the reason why people go to college. They go for paid information. Free information is only going to take you so far. Yeah, you can Google a lot on time, but I cut it down and put it all into a bundle or a deal for you. So being on time, a lot of people hate it. A lot of people always talk crap about, oh, you can make more money over the road. I kind of discussed this in a previous video about over the road. Over the road, another thing that they don't tell you about over the road is you book a load today over the road. Let's say you have to pick that load up at 8 o'clock tonight. 8 o'clock tonight, that load might stay on your truck for 2 days or a day and a half. Your truck is tied up. You can't make no money with that load, especially with going through the 10% dispatcher and the factory. So a lot of people don't know that. I know personally somebody that sat at a dock for 10 hours waiting on a load from a warehouse. You got to remember, these warehouses are not Amazon. They're not a $1 trillion company. They're not organized like Amazon. You ain't got to pay for lodging over the road. Lodging, you got to pay for, lodging as well. So there's a lot that come with over the road. You can make all the money in the world. I don't want to make $1 million if I ain't home to spend it and enjoy it. I'm sorry. I like to be home. I like to be able to on vacation. I like to be able to enjoy my money. So there's nothing wrong if you starting off in the truck. It's fine. Everybody can't be a boss. Everybody, so you got to have bees and you got to have the queen. You got to have bosses. You got to have employees. That's life. Everybody's not built to be a boss. Everybody's not built to run a company, and that's fine. So I'm not like talking down on the people that having to drive the trucks. If you have to drive the trucks, that's fine. But even when you start driving the trucks, your end game is to be able to put somebody in them trucks under you and, let you start making your money work for you. Because like I stated in my last video, like you can only work for so long. We getting older, your health issues. You want to be able to enjoy your money. You want your money to go out and work for you. Like you have money sitting in the bank. Let's just say you got 100,000 just sitting in the bank. If that money ain't making you no money, that money is losing money every single day, especially with inflation. You see how much the price of everything is going up. Fuel, clothes, everything is skyrocketing. The price of cars, the price of rent. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. The price of rent, price of mortgages, everything is skyrocketing right now. So you have to have a different game plan to be able to outsmart, inflation, if that's even possible. So with that being said, you got to have your money working for you. You got to be working smarter. Just like me, I have multiple other business ventures that I do. So this is just not my only thing, my only bread and butter. So real estate, stocks, logistics, I don't care what it is, rental properties, invest in something so you can start making some more money. Besides, just one stream of income. So like I said, there's no disrespect to anybody that's in the truck. It's like I said, if you're a barber, if you cutting hair and you good at it, your main goal is to be able to open multiple barbershops. There's, like I said in my last video, there's a difference between being self-employed and owning a business. Self-employed, you can basically, you're working for your own money. You don't have a boss. Nobody can tell you what to do. But however, you can't take vacation without losing money. You can't, your truck go down, you losing money. There's a lot of things that's tied to self-employed that a lot of people don't understand with it. And they say, oh, if you're self-employed, you work harder than if you're working at somebody else's job. That's not true. Self-employed, yeah, maybe. But if you own a business, that's totally different. Owning a business allows you the leisure to travel, enjoy your money to, once you get one business up and running, then you can switch and start another business. This is kind of like what I did with real estate and logistics. You can, take your time, and it allows you to have more time, freedom to do other stuff. I'm not chasing money, I'm chasing freedom. That's what I'm chasing. I chase, like, when I wake up in the morning, I don't have nothing to do. I don't have to be nowhere. I can be wherever I want to be. That's a luxury that's priceless. I mean, I don't have to get up and go do nothing for nobody at no days. So it's good being retired at the age I'm at where you don't have no boss. That's a great feeling. I don't know how many people can say that. So you're tired of your boss, fire your boss. Start becoming your own boss. Jump in the truck, get out the truck, put other people under you, let somebody run under your authority. That's another way you can make money. With logistics, charging somebody 10% to run under your authority. 10, 15% is up to you. So there's so many ways to make money in logistics. So basically, let me get back to the story of my journey of what allowed me to be able to reach $1 million in 19 months. Another thing I think is learning. I never stop learning. I'm always constantly learning. You believe it or not, I have a lot of consultations, but I learn a lot from the people on my consultations. I'm like, oh, yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could do this. So I'm always learning. I'm never stop being a student. I'm gonna always learn. If you want to be successful in life, this is my quote. Be obsessed with something. My kid's mom, my friends, my family, everybody used to always tell me, man, you got an obsessive, behavior. Like when I get onto something, I research it to death. That's the same thing I did with real estate. I watched every flipping Virgins, real estate, $1 million listing. I watched everything about real estate. I became obsessed with it. You want to find money? Become obsessed with something. Anybody that's obsessed with something, I guarantee you, it will outlast talent. And if somebody say, well, I got motivated. You can be motivated all day long, but if you're not obsessed with it, you ain't gonna make no money. So obsession is key. I became obsessed with real estate. I became obsessed with stocks. I taught myself how to trade stocks. And I became obsessed with logistics. Some people just want to put in a little bit of time, a little bit of here, a little bit of there. Oh, it don't work. I can't find a truck. I became obsessed with finding a truck. I called everybody. Nobody gonna tell me nothing. Nobody gonna ever stop me. Like my old boss told me, the only person that tell you no is somebody that can't tell you yes. So I'm not gonna stop until I get to yes. If somebody else got trucks, Ken got a truck, Jamal got a truck, Mike got a truck, then guess what? I'm gonna get me a truck too. I'm not gonna stop like that. So I'll call state to state to find me a truck. So I got, like I said, my little tricks. I already told you how to find a truck. But so those are some of the key things that help me be able to scale and then scaling. If you want to see a lot of money, you got to learn how to scale too. And like I tell people, don't go out and jump and buy a truck if you can't afford the maintenance. If you don't have 15 grand aside, that's what I didn't do. I didn't jump out there and go buy a truck. I wish I kind of did in the beginning because the trucks was cheaper, but I'm pretty sure I would have had a headache. Like right now, y'all might not believe me. I got a best friend. He made $21,000 in 1 month with one truck with Amazon. He's home every single day. His truck note is $680. He bought a truck. His truck note is $680. His insurance is $12. He might have paid like $5 grand in fuel, a little over $5 grand in fuel. So just imagine that 14, 15 grand net after that with one truck. So yeah, his expenses are a lot, lower than somebody that's renting it, but don't let nobody tell you can't make money with a box truck. There's always money to be made with a box truck. Just because somebody else can't do it, they will always deter you, tell you can't do it. Even in my comments, there's always a clown coming on there saying, oh, well, you can't do that with a box truck, or you can't do that. Instead of just doing the research and see, I'm very transparent. I think I've been one of the most transparent people in the logistics game. Like I said, if you go to my IG, I'm not really big on YouTube a lot, but if you go to my IG, scroll all the way down to the bottom one day and just go through my numbers. You'll see I've been posting numbers since day one. I did do it. It's possible. Amazon ain't paying. I hate to hear that. People always say, oh, Amazon ain't paying. Amazon not paying in my area. Amazon's not paying in your areas because people are using posted trucks in your area. That's why you look at the board all day, every day, you don't see no loads. Same thing in Atlanta, you look at the board, I don't never look at the load board no more. If you look at my first videos before posted truck adapted, I was always looking at the load board. Now, I never look at the load board. 99% of my time, I'm using posted truck. I'm not looking at the load board. The load board is garbage pretty much everywhere if you look at it, unless you're looking at it late at night. So with that being said, I figured out how to maneuver through Amazon. Stop saying it can't be done and just say you can't do it, and pick up the more research and learn and figure out how to do something. Like I said in a video before, you're gonna have successful businesses and you're gonna have unsuccessful business on the same block. One hamburger shop might shut down, the other one stay packed, So you gotta learn how to market, you gotta learn how to move. So you can always be successful. You gotta be hungry when it comes to this game and obsessed. So that's the keys I think that allowed me to be able to see $1 million in 19 months, where a lot of other people say, oh, there's no money with Amazon, I tried it, I did this. So that's my keys to success in a nutshell. Finding good drivers. Make sure you got to take care of your drivers too. Find dependable drivers. Always being on time with Amazon. Always learning with Amazon. Learning because Amazon always adjusts and new stuff, and becoming obsessed with it. Become obsessed with something, you will be successful. You look at Tiger Woods, you look at LeBron, you look at Serena and Venus, the tennis girls. Look at every single body's story that was super successful in something. One thing they had in common, they had talent when it comes to like a sport or whatever, but they was obsessed with it. Obsession is key to being successful, and that's no lie. And like I said, stop listening to the peanut gallery, the people that's always talking about what you can't do. You can't do. All my life I had people tell me what you can't do. Okay, well, you can't do it, but I can. With that being said, like I said, with Amazon, a lot of people like to talk a lot of crap about it. If you take Amazon and you take somebody that's over the road, I guarantee you the person that with Amazon, by the time they take that 10% off, that factoring fee, by the time they pay for lodging, you right back where Amazon is paying. Amazon is not out of line with what they're paying. Yeah, if you taking $200, $300, $400 loads, then yeah, that's crappy. My loads, $625, $700, $800 or better. I do short runs. The shorter the runs with Amazon, the more you can make with Amazon. That's common sense. You could do 2 or 3 runs a day. You got to unlearn deadheading. A lot of people like, oh, I ain't deadheading this, and I ain't deadheading that. Okay, well, you ain't gonna make no money with Amazon. It's simple. You got a deadhead. Like I said in a previous video, it's the price of doing business. Guess what? McDonald's might make 100 hamburgers in an hour, and guess what? They only sell 30 of them. 70 of them got to go in the trash. That's just the price of doing business. You got to deadhead in a box truck. It's not like a semi. And it's totally different. If you're gonna send a driver somewhere and you think that driver is gonna wait till 12 o'clock the next day to pick up a load just to come back home, then your driver can't make no money the night coming up. I did that one time. I sent my driver to Jacksonville, Florida. It was $935. You go look at my IG. It was when I first started. I sent him down to Jacksonville, which is 330 miles away. By the time he came back that night, he was like, man, Jay, man, I'm tired, man. I don't know if I can do something tonight. And I was like, damn, you know what? I messed up. Because I done sent him out to chase this bag, and now guess what? He can't do a run tonight. So instead of knocking a home run with one bag, I'd rather get multiple bags. I make the money off of scaling. I make the money off trucks. My truck runs 7 days a week. So I don't want my truck to run 3 good days or 5 good days. I'd rather run 7 good days. I don't have a contract. What's a lot of other myths people say? I can't think of a lot, but there's always some clowns always trying to like, oh, well, what did you do this? Or why did you always talk about gross? Because guess what? Without gross, you ain't gonna never have net. I don't think nobody on the internet is gonna tell you they net. I don't care who they are. Nobody's gonna tell you they net, because guess what? Nobody wants you in their personal pockets like that. Any good CPA or any good accountant, if you make $1 million, should be able to write off a lot of that stuff. Any business, nobody. So why you always talk about gross? Because without gross, you can't. Look at any company. They talk about gross. They talk about gross sales. They're not talking about net. Net is me and you ain't gonna have the same net. I might make $1 million. You might make $1 million. I might net 700,000, 600,000. You might run your business crappy. You might end up with 100,000 at $1 million. So my net and your net ain't gonna never be the same. It's just like 2 people with rentals. Ain't never gonna be the same. Your mortgage, you might buy a house that's 500,000. I might buy a house that's 500,000. Your mortgage might be $5,000. Mine might be 35. So my net has nothing to do with you. You need to get you a good CPA. Then you figure out your own net. So with that being said, as my slogan always say, I'll see y'all at the top. But like today, I just wanted to, talk to y'all a little bit about me being able to hit $1 million in 19 months. Today is July 7th, 2022. I started in January 2021, and I'm gonna always plug myself. If you don't heard about it, or you ain't got it yet, go grab my bundle pack. It's $299. Right now is my step 1 and my step 2. My step 1 shows you how to get up and running with Amazon, everything you need. My step 2 shows you how to book loads with Amazon. Because the most important part about it's not getting on with Amazon, it's staying on with Amazon and being able to stay in it like I did for 19 months and be able to make that money. So that's step 1 and step 2. And I also offer 30-minute consultations for $75. Well, the bundle is $299. Or you can get one of the first step guide for $199, or you can get my step 2 for $299. But like I said, I got the bundle on sale right now for $299. Or you could do a 30-minute consultation, which is $75, or you could do an hour, which is $125. I also have the 2-day and the 3-day ride along as well. The 2-day, you don't go leave the Amazon facility, you stay at Amazon. The 3-day, you go on the overnight, driver retreat with the driver overnight. It's only held in Atlanta. It's nowhere else. I don't have a virtual on it. And that's $250 for the 2-day and $300 for the 3-day. And that's pretty much all my services. Like I said, I'll see y'all at the top, and take care.